Hi, I'm Tommy, and this is my second video of my ultra hardcore playthrough of Satisfactory new 1.2 patch experimental version of the game. Last time we were just building the hub. You ask me why? Because we are sadists and we need to torture ourselves. So not only everything costs more and everything needs more electricity, but while you are building your hub you have access only to one generator that will provide you only with 20 energy, and that's only one machine can be powered up. So yeah, but that was only start. Now in this playthrough we will be focusing on properly setting up our factory, the first one, and maybe managing the power lines so we can maybe like turn off some specific segment of the factory, then turn on the other one so we can save the power and stuff like that. And by the way, I do really recommend to play the game right now. It's something very special, and even if you played already, if you finish the game, now if you go with the randomized nodes, as I do, and if you ramp up some other settings, you can have completely different experience. But be prepared, because for example, if you go exactly as I do, which is as somebody mentioned, insane or brave, you will most likely spend maybe 20 hours till you get to the point where you actually start producing coal power. So yeah, it's most likely it's mad, it's not a brave. Nobody will call you brave if you do so. So I was calculating a little bit in my head how many times I went out to gather some leaves and wood and how many I actually bring to the base, and I was like just roughly thinking about 100,000 wood and 4 times more leaves already. And I haven't reached the stage 2 yet, so yeah. By the way, they added something, they changed something with the weather. Now it can also rain, and I feel like the weather system and the lightning, something about this is just so nice right now. Also, I needed to rearrange my power lines because I simply can't sustain producing items and mining ores at the same time. So one line must be for mining ores and the second one must be directly for constructors and smelters. I'm not gonna lie, there is still a lot of handcrafting. But the first thing we should focus on right now is to actually set up a proper burner setup, which I actually messed up and I had to rebuild it a few times, so maybe this will be my advice to you. I finally found out that you can supply only 12 burners at a time. If you go with more, it will be very difficult for you to actually have enough fuel to supply. Now what I'm gonna say might be very generic, but maybe for people that haven't played the game it's maybe something new. But at start you can simply handcraft the biomass. It's very efficient and it will not take a lot of time. And here you can see the difference between the fuel efficiency. Of course, the solid fuel needs to be researched first, so it will take time to get there. And I think this is the first go-to research you should be focusing on right now. I was very surprised when I found the pure SAM ore node just right next to my starting location. This thing needs tier 2 resources, so it will take some time to actually get to the tech, but once we get there it will be much easier to have a teleports and actually having that trans-dimensional device that will allow me to have some kind of virtual storage space. By the way, I believe this creature can be fed by something, and then it will provide you with randomized resources, but I honestly don't know how to do that. People are building cages and they have like private doggos inside the cages and they are feeding them with something, and suddenly they have like endgame materials, but I simply don't know how to do that. He just keeps running away from me. Now with the research done, we can build ourselves the chainsaw, but as you can see, it takes a lot of resources, so it will take actually some time to get there. But with the chainsaw, the energy problems will be, well, they will be less significant as they are right now. Also, what I have found to be issue is actually distribution of the solid biofuel, because even though you have a splitters, you need to split things even so every single machine will get one, and not that one machine will get like 20 and second one only one. You need really a steady energy production. So the setup you see here will eventually be rebuilt, and I will showcase it in my next episode. For now, let's say it will be built out of the 2 blocks, and every single block will have 6 burners with few splitters and few constructors. There is as well some science behind it, of course. We need to stay efficient and we need to stay sane, because in this playthrough, staying sane is the main thing. Automation is the name of the game, and yeah, even the design is the name of the game, I would say, sometimes, because many people are treating the Satisfactory as a design tool for their attachments to their creativity, because in this game really you can create such beautiful things. At tier 2 we will be skipping resourcing bonus program and the jump pads. We simply don't have enough resources or time for doing that right now, and I think it's really not that efficient or important. So we are straight ahead trying to research the assembly so we can create the next tier machines for assembling 2 items at the same time. I think they are called assemblers. As you can see, we are already almost 5 hours in and we've done not that much. If you would play with a normal save, it will be much different. You would already be on the coal power, I suppose.